Hi, Molly. Thank you for your response. I think that you brought up a really interesting point, and I'll explain how I would address it and then how other people may go about addressing it. So, for me, when it comes to anything business related, I do not post anything from my personal life on any sort of business related accounts. Uh, Now, I don't run any businesses, so I haven't had that opportunity per se. However, I know if we use a more, I guess, trivial example like LinkedIn, uh, and yes, I do use LinkedIn. I do not post anything from my personal life on that. So if I were to ever start a private practice, which I do hope to at some point in the future, and if I were to advertise it, I wouldn't post anything from my personal life on it. It would all be just related to the counseling that I would be providing. I wouldn't have I wouldn't follow anyone on the account. I would just try to reach out and use it as advertisement. And if people wanted to say like DM me on the account to set up appointments, I wouldn't have like ongoing conversations with it. I would just if they said, hey, I'd like to set up an appointment, I would give them the information to do that, and that would be it. That's how I would address it. How other I see why other counselors try to add a little bit more from their personal life. It makes them seem more personable and less, I guess, intimidating. And I think that's good in counseling, and I'd like to think that I have somewhat of that approach. However, I think it would be unwise to have such a strong overlap, particularly when it comes to social media. So, if let's say if you're in your office and you have a family, I don't see why there'd be any issues with you having pictures of them in your office. But I think that there can be a challenge when it comes to social media because maybe if you post say them or your personal account, the clients can access that and I don't know, maybe try to friend you, I guess, if you're using Facebook, for example. And then also, I think that you, as the counselor, could possibly see your clients' personal accounts, which I think would be bad. So, I don't really know anything about Facebook, but I know a little bit about Instagram, and I know that their privacy and public settings. And let's say a client had, assuming your business is public, because if it were private, it'd be a horrible business practice. But if it's public, and then or the future client reaches out, is interested, and tries to reach out to you, and they have a public account, then you can see that. Now, hopefully, you have enough discipline to ignore looking at their account, but a lot of people don't. Curiosity is quite the thing. So, I think in general, your best option is one, probably have somebody else run the account, to be honest, and then two, keep it completely strictly professional. So those are my thoughts. And then also, I mean, as I stated in a previous class, I generally think social media is bad for most people. So maybe we would be best if no one used it at all. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Thanks for the response.